reports of 5 go mad on heroin, a celebration of the crass and catastrophic side of celebrity, an affectionate assault on 5 famous faces for whom too much was never enough. We're not here to judge or to justify. We don't care why spoiled celebrities do stupid things. We just want to see the photos. So, let's meet our infamous 5. In the frame tonight, the downfall and pin-up, the fist-fighting porn star, the foul-mouthed frontman, and the suicidal teen spirit. But first, let's start with a Hollywood superstar with more money than he knows what to do with. No, that's unfair. He knows what to do with it, all right. After a Best Actor nomination at the 1992 Academy Awards, it looked as though former Brat Pack heartthrob Robert Downey Jr.'s boat had finally come in. In time, this proved to be a figurative vessel with a drunken crew, a randy captain and a dirty great hole in the hull. But not before Sir Dickie Attenborough predicted great things for his young star, saying the world was Robert Downey's oyster. Then, on the 23rd of June 1996, the world discovered oysters weren't to Robert's taste. He preferred heroin instead.
Actor Robert Downey Jr. has been charged with driving while under the influence of controlled substances after initially being pulled over for speeding by LA County sheriffs in Malibu.
Imagine being that traffic cop. You pull over some bloke for speeding, and it turns out to be Hollywood superstar Robert Downey Jr. But then you find he's in possession of crack, cocaine, brown tar heroin, and a .357 Magnum. Well, you don't have to imagine. That's what television's for.
In a far-off place called Los Angeles, there lives an actor called Robert Downey Jr. Look, there he is now in his lovely car. Hello, Robert. You look happy today, Robert. Have you just been given another award? Oh, I wonder what has made Robert so happy. Oh, Robert, is that an ounce of Mexican heroin? And what's that? Oh, that isn't crack and powder cocaine, is it? Robert, you are naughty. Oh, Lordy, it's the filth. Dear, oh dear. You're heading for a proper ticking off, young man. I see. I suppose you're going to rely on your charm and acting skills. And that .357 Magnum. Is that really wise, Robert? Luckily, Robert has some very expensive lawyer friends and a kindly judge called Judge Myra. Robert's friends explain that he's very, very sorry and won't do anything bad again. Judge Myra says, well, okay then.
So, you're an international superstar, forced to admit you've been a drug addict since you were 8 years old. The whole world's watching, your career's hanging by a thread. What do? Put your wild ways behind you and thank God for a second chance? Nah, not if you're Bobby.
Troubled Hollywood star Robert Downey Jr. has been arrested once again by LA County sheriffs after breaking into a neighbor's Malibu home.
Oh dear. It looks like Robert has accidentally got utterly fucking smashed and decided to go trespassing on his next-door neighbor's property. Maybe he's going to apologize for his behavior.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
There was a strange man in my child's bed.
There is a strange man in your home?
Yes. He seemed to have passed out in my child's bed.
It was evening, it was about 9 o'clock, so it was time for my children to go to bed, and we see that there's a man passed out in my son's bed. I went downstairs, called the police, so they came probably about 10 minutes later, and when they did, they discovered that by pulling his ID out of the pants that he had carefully taken off and folded and placed over a chair, they found out that it was Robert Downey Jr. He never said he was sorry, and in fact, the police came back later that night because he felt he had lost some drugs and perhaps he had lost them in the house. So they were here at 2 in the morning searching my children's rooms for heroin.
This second arrest saw Robert ordered into rehab. 2 days into the treatment, he escaped, was subsequently rearrested, sent back twice, and finally given a 3-year custodial sentence. After serving 1 year, he was released to take on a starring role in hit US sitcom Ally McBeal. Then, in November of 2000, after recording just 8 episodes, Robert was arrested once more at the Merv Griffin Resort in Palm Springs, where he was found with cocaine, methamphetamine, and a blonde stripper dressed as Wonder Woman. Robert Downey Jr. there, a young man who just can't get enough of a bad thing. The same can't be said of the next member of tonight's infamous 5. Back on April the 7th, 1994, the world's biggest rock band was arguably Nirvana, and the music and lyrics of lead singer Kurt Cobain had established him as the angst-ridden poet of a generation. 24 hours later, the band's place in rock history was assured with a single release from a Remington 20-gauge shotgun.
this room to know that Courtney Love, the lead singer of the sensational pop group Hole, is the best fuck in the world.
On Friday, April the 1st, 1994, Kurt Cobain did a bunk from the LA rehab clinic where he'd been receiving treatment for heroin addiction. 2 days later, concerned about her husband's whereabouts, fellow heroin lover and professional Nancy Spongenogram, Courtney Love,